Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a video and I was wanting to name it Global Challenge. I think that's what I'm going to name this video. Recently, the TSA agent in Arizona brought to light that the DC area was not a state and asked a citizen from DC area for a US passport to be in America. And the manager came over and went on and approved the driver's license from DC area, similar to a driver's license. And I was thinking, the members of the United Nations is similar. They signed on to the UN Charter and became member states through the UN, which is owned by the United States. So, did that charter, by law, when they signed on, the 193 nations, individual nations, when they signed on to the UN Charter, did they just sign over ownership of their countries to the United States? For the manager to override and not make the Washington DC citizen to produce a passport to be in America, since the DC area is a foreign nation. So we don't need passports if that manager is correct to override ICE. So all this immigration stuff and everything is all for show. So I wanted to do a globalist challenge, and somebody proved me wrong. We no longer need passports to go into the 193 nations that signed on to the UN Charter. So anyone tell me if I'm wrong on this, because if you look it up on through the United Nations, it says they are member states. In order to be member states, like the United States of America, they signed on saying that America owns their countries. So why are there wars? So this is just a thought of mine. Anybody else have any other ideas? Feel free to comment. But this is what I figured out, because it says General Assembly of 193 member states, like the United States of America. We don't know what goes on overseas, just what we're told. And if there is this why they're doing that TPP? Is just like why we created the United States to begin with, was for trade for our 50 states and for the 193 states. So is that why we're an empire? Why they call us the empire? Because there is no countries. They're all just our states. That there is no countries but a few that's left, and I believe that there's 3 currently. If there could be some more, but is that why? Because there's 100 currently. I think that there's 196 countries total in the world, and there's 193 that signed up through the United Nations. So tell me which one was correct. The TSA agent at the Arizona airport that asked for the Washington DC citizen for a passport, or was it the manager that was able to override ICE? So what do you guys think about the UN and the member states and all that message below? Curious to come see what you guys come up with. Tap the Shelton out.